Now let's talk about Elon Musk. He seems to be taking more interest in India. A few days back, he was praising Indian food. Now his car company Tesla is making moves here. Tesla wants to build a factory in India. They're reviving their India plans. Reports say the company has written to the government of India. It says Tesla is willing to make electric cars in India. They'll be sold in the domestic market. They'll also be exported overseas. Senior officials from Tesla have visited India, we understand. They've held talks with the government. They're exploring ways to operate here. Nearly 1 year ago, Tesla had abandoned its plans for India. It wrapped up its operations and left the country. Then why the change of heart? In fact, the change of strategy too. Earlier, they wanted to sell imported cars in India. But the import tax was too high. Tesla pushed, but Delhi did not budge. Elon Musk even took to Twitter to complain. It changed nothing. India said Tesla should manufacture in India. It would get subsidies and discounts if it does this. But Tesla just packed up and left. Now they've returned and are talking to the government. They're talking about setting up a factory, sourcing parts for cars in India, even making batteries here. The conversations happened earlier this week and they're still in the initial stages. Reports say Tesla has not presented a concrete plan yet. It's looking for relief on tariffs, for less import tax on cars. But the government has refused any concession. This tax regime applies to all automakers. India won't make an exception for Tesla. If the company wants to be in India, they'll have to commit fully. So they're still negotiating. Tesla is reaching out to key ministries like the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, Power and Heavy Industries. It doesn't help that Elon Musk is a mercurial leader. In the past, he's been critical of India. He said the Indian market is challenging and that import taxes are too high. In January last year, when asked about Tesla's plans for India, Musk said, and I'm quoting, "Still working through a lot of challenges with the government." He posted this on Twitter. It made a lot of waves. The taxes are more or less the same. What has changed, though, is the geopolitical situation. There is a war in Europe. Russia is under sanctions. Countries and companies are de-risking and decoupling from China. So everyone is looking for alternatives. Tesla will have to do the same. As of now, their biggest manufacturing hub in this region is in China. They have a factory in Shanghai. It produces 22,000 vehicles a week. But tensions remain high between the US and China. They're fighting a trade war. Washington is firing more sanctions at Beijing, so American businesses depending solely on China face newer risks. They must diversify. Tesla realizes this, hence the outreach to India. Last November, Elon Musk said he considers South Korea as a top candidate for investment. Then in January, Tesla turned to Indonesia. They're said to be close to a deal with Indonesia. They'll set up a factory there. The plan is to produce 1 million cars every year in Indonesia. Where does that leave India? It's a big market and an investment destination. But it's not clear what Tesla plans to do here. What is clear, though, is that Tesla must make in India to be able to sell in India.